Welcome to For Flow with Chloe, where I'm back on terra firma in the UK. I wasn't so happy about it initially because it was quite rainy when I arrived back and very grey yesterday, but today it is sunny, and I'm glad because I went and chucked myself in a reservoir today, throwing myself off of an inflatable course thing in Rutland, and went out off on a little boat and stuff. That was quite fun. So I was glad the sun came out after we'd done the aqua park thing, because it would have been very cold otherwise. So I'm going to pull some cards. We're now firmly in Leo season. We have got a sextile, a sexy sextile. Sextiles are always very positive. Sextile between Venus in Gemini and Chiron. So Chiron is the wounded healer. So it's quite interesting because Venus is the planet of love. So there might be a lot of like self-soothing that needs to happen. And in Leo season, we've got a couple of cards already. Nice. Interesting. Yeah, in Leo season we might have a little bit of a need to kind of lick our wounds a little bit with that, and invite in some self-compassion. That one. Oh, there's two. Gorgeous. Interesting. I think they actually came out that way around, and that would actually make more sense if they did. Okay, 4. Yeah, I'll just take those for now. So I'm just pulling from the Light Seers Tarot currently. So we have the High Priestess. This is very much about going into the intuition, into the subconscious. I so needed that yesterday. I went to a beautiful sound bath quite locally to me, and I went on a right Technicolor adventure. Was very deep in the subconscious very quickly. And we have got as well still that Uranus in Gemini, which is going to be bringing in quite quick, fast messages. You're going to be able to get more in touch with the crown chakra and the subconscious quite quickly. And see, on her it's very lit up here, and she's got this like new moon on her head, and this energy sort of going in and out of the crown chakra from this third eye space. So very enlightened, and she's got these her eyes are closed, but she actually looks like she's got eyes on top of her eyelids, if you can see that. She's seeing into her own mind, into her own spiritual garden in her head, so to speak. And she's receiving a lot of messages. And we then have the Knight of Swords as well. So this is what I mean about it coming in fast. This is that very air signy. In fact, some of the sound bath noises were quite like over the top of me, and I just was like, oh, that's very Uranus and Gemini right now. Woo! It's all coming in. And it's, yeah, knights are always delivering the message. So this is messages from your own inner realm, your own self-knowing, your higher consciousness, and they're coming in really fast. Like he is running, the bird's in flight, like he can't wait to get on that motorbike. And as we know, motorbikes are fast. He's also got his arrow, he's got his crossbow. Everything's gonna be fast, stealthy. We also have the 6 of Swords. This is very much moving away from troubled times. So this might be about finding your intuition and your higher consciousness and messages quick messages about how to move on from something, how to move away from something that's been troubling, that's been saddening, maybe a bit woeful. And then we step into this beautiful light, this beautiful, beautiful, like solar plexus expansions, this like self-conviction, this self-confidence. You know, when we've got a blocked solar plexus, this actually came up at the end of the sound bath. If you've got a blocked solar plexus, like you can feel quite stuck, and like unable to find the motivation to move forward. But here, this is like a freeing of that. It's like, because this yellowy colour is very solar plexus and it's shining out from this area, and she's opening her heart and she's leaping with confidence, and all these cups here are like our emotions, so it's sending it up into that heart space, that confidence up from the heart space. And we've got this gold of this like regal kind of Leo season. You know, Leo is like the king, and it is a ruler of that solar plexus area, and they lead with the heart. And so this kind of like having the confidence to lead with your heart, with your truth, is really coming up. I'm just going to pause it. Sorry, had to let the children in, who I took to the water park. It's my son's birthday on the 30th, and yeah, so his friend is over. They're going to camp in the garden out here in a minute, so I'm just stealing my time in the garden first. I'm going to take a few from the unfolding path. But yeah, I feel like there is some emotional, some real delving into the intuition so far, receiving a lot of messages about how to like unblock that heart and solar plexus and move on from something that made us feel rather dismal at the very least. Something that cast a shadow on us, or maybe we've had to do some shadow work, or it's revealing a part of our shadow that needs to be released so that we can go into this confident authenticity. Lovely. We've got the High Priestess again. We have the Knight of Wands. So that is our creativity. Obviously our Wands cards are our fire. Leo is a fire sign. And yeah, it's a very creative energy. Look, she's so joyful and light-footed, light-hearted. She's very like, woo! And in her, sorry, children coming into the garden. I keep having to pause it. Yeah, she's joyfully on her mission on this card. She's got this like little illustration as well that's almost like this kind of Spartan like warrior like helmet thing that's quite, I've got my confidence, and now it's not like it's not an egotistical confidence. It's like I've got my confidence, and now I'm running with it. I'm on it. I'm on my journey, and I'm energized. I'm ready. I'm roaring. I'm ready. I'm revved up in a happy way though. Happy. Look how happy she is. Not in an angry way. And then we get the High Priestess again. So she's here again. Two of them. And I love how this one has all the moons on her head. This one has a moon on her head. This one's got all the moons on her head. It's more of a, like, this one's more of a maiden, and this one's more of a crone. Like, it's more like a regal wisdom of a humble but regal wisdom. Like, she's got her scroll. So I feel like it's an elevation, like it's a next step up. Like this is the starting point, and we've escalated. We've learned. We've grown into some wisdom from releasing this thing and finding our confidence and like setting off on our journey of confidence. And she has the pomegranate. The pomegranate has millions and millions of seeds in it. Obviously, it's also associated with Persephone and that underworld side of things. Obviously, Hades kidnapped Persephone, Demeter's daughter, for like 6 months of the year, and she had to go and live in the underworld with Hades. And then Demeter would have her back, the goddess of harvest and growth. Interrupted again, sorry. So, as I was saying, Hades, Demeter, goddess of harvest, Hades, god of the underworld. So it's like going back to this underworldy, like you have to take a boat to the underworld, you know, and pay that passage into the underworld. And so I feel like this is like, once we have processed this shadow side and done this bit of work and had a new acknowledgement about what is still left to process, and stepped into this confidence, we can rise back up to the surface and have our growth. And that's very like healing, Chiron, Virgo-y vibes with that Demeter, like rising back up to the surface. And Demeter, you know, she's the grains, the things that grow. And the goddess of harvest. And yeah, the hundreds and hundreds of seeds, the realization of temptations where we've been led astray, tempted by our shadow side maybe, but then also ascending into our wisdom with our little scroll here, and knowing that we have so many seeds still of potentiality, which is just gorgeous. That's what I'm getting from it. Like knowing our full potential, how many seeds we still have left to sow, how much we still have left to grow from, and like realizing our journey and the growth of life and embracing that, embracing the shadow and what it's taught us is what I'm getting, which is so Chiron-y. And then we get the Strength card, which is very Leo. It's got the lion on it. We've tamed our lion. We've tamed our inner beast. We've found our strength. We've overcome something that really needed to be absolved, transmuted, put to rest, processed, released. Processing, releasing, to go on our authentic journey. Absolutely gorgeous. So glad I did it, despite having children running around the house and the interruptions. I don't care. It's still good. And on the 1st of August, we will be in Lammas season. So I've got the Lammas Oracle, Seasons of the Witch. And I'm just going to pull one or two, we'll see how I go, from the Lammas deck. Tell us more about this strength, about what we're becoming, what we're releasing. Ooh, I've got two. I have garden tools and rooster and hens. A change of scenery is calling. Embrace the adventure that awaits. I feel like that is this embracing the adventure that awaits. Like she is raring, she is off and ready, and ready to go. She's off to go on her adventure. And look, we were talking about the pomegranate, all these new potentials. Eggs in the basket. And this little, yes, it's a butterfly, this little butterfly of transformation. Wasn't sure if it was a dragonfly for a moment because I couldn't see the white bits of wings at the bottom there. but we're ready to transform. Sunflower in there as well. Sunflowers have hundreds and hundreds of seeds in them, and they grow really tall. This is like a rebirth. And we have garden tools. Ooh. You must summon the courage and strength. Literally, it says that. I'm not kidding you. The courage and strength to acquire the resources that you need. I am tempted to take one more. What resources? Summer garden, summer games. I just did summer games on that aqua park. It was real fun. I was doing all this, jumping off high things into natural water. This is the tools we need. Anyway, when fear rears its head, no need to be wary. Lean in. You're on the edge of evolving. So it's that courage. Your tool is your courage, and you're carefree. It's your ability to leap. What's she doing there? She's taking the leap, and that's how you're going to release. Allow it. Let go. Have the courage, the strength, the confidence to take that leap into your new adventure and evolve. Evolve and get your scroll, your new wisdom. Gorgeous. And that's the reading, guys. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and all that jazz. All the love.